Namaskar. I'm Harpreet Kaur and I welcome you all to our live and interactive session. You are watching us on PM eVidya channels 6 to 12 and also on our YouTube handle NCERT Official. Well, this is our live online training program on device and network security. It's a 5-day, 5-hour training program where each day 1 hour between 4 and 5 p.m. is dedicated to these sessions. And let me tell you that this training program is organized by Central Institute of Educational Technology, that is CIET NCERT, in collaboration with C-DAC ISEA Hyderabad. Today we are in day 2 of the training session where the topic that we are taking up is Beyond Passwords, Strengthening Device Security with Biometrics and MFA, that is multi-factor authentication. Well, it's a training program, which means there is going to be an assessment as well, which will happen on the last day of the training session, that's on day 5. So all of you are requested to kindly watch all our sessions very carefully. In case you have questions, queries, any feedback to share, please feel free to get in touch with us. Our phone number is 8800440559. Our email ID is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. And on our YouTube handles, comment section or live chat box, feel free to send in your questions and suggestions. I was telling you about the assessment, it will be open on the last day, that's on day 5, and if you score more than 70%, you will be granted a certificate that you can download from DIKSHA portal. So in case you want to have a certificate for yourself, you need to go through CIET's website. Please read all the guidelines and instructions carefully and keep on watching our sessions. For day 2's session, we are invited, of course, we have invited our expert and she has joined us. So please welcome Ms. Kajal Kashyap. She is project engineer from C-DAC Noida, Uttar Pradesh. Ma'am, namaskar and very warm welcome to the session.
Namaskar, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Right, ma'am, we have been talking about device and network security. We all know that how essential it is these days because we are totally dependent on doing these online transactions or communication or dealing with educational stuff. So it's very important to stay protected and to stay protected from the cyber threats and cyber criminals as well. Hence we need to follow certain guidelines. We need to be an updated and informed citizen. So I want to understand from you what all important points you'll be covering in this session today, if you can share a glimpse of the same with us.
Definitely, ma'am. So today we are going to talk about what is the importance of password in our digital life and what are the types of attacks that are happening if we are using weak passwords and our password will be stolen. Then what kind of attacks we should know and how to prevent from those kind of attacks. And definitely we are going to talk about that how to strengthen your passwords using different techniques. We are going to focus on strategies like you can see biometrics technique and MFA, that is multi-factor authentication techniques. So right. This is all we are going to talk about, ma'am.
Right, ma'am. It is very important to know about the password strength and why it is important to continuously update it and where we must not share certain informations. And of course, biometric is another thing that is happening these days. But again, we know that cyber criminals have their way to take out the information. And if we stay secure, if we stay protected, we can definitely save ourselves from all these threats. Now, ma'am, I request you to kindly go ahead with your presentation and whatever questions we will be receiving from our viewers, we'll take them up in the end.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Okay. So here you all can see that why passwords matter more than ever. So here you can see there is a research going on where it is written that 300 plus online accounts that we are using on an average. So including social media accounts, including our official accounts, we must have we already have 300 plus if we count it. And there is a research where it has been seen that cybercrime will increase by the year 2025. So we are at the end of 2025. Here you can see it will reach up to $10.5 trillion. And did you know that 81% of hacking related breaches are happening because we are using weak passwords or our password gets stolen? So this is in the research, that is basically the points given here. And here you can see that as of 2025, over 5 billion people actively use social media, spending on average of 2 to 3 hours daily, and mainly to connect with friends, follow influencer, and engage with different kinds of brands. And they are also using platform like Facebook, YouTube, and Facebook and YouTube or Instagram basically are showing us lot of advertisements, and they are also doing lot of businesses through this advertisements. So all in all, if we get a little bit of time now, we just open our mobile phone and start on scrolling over reels. We just open YouTube and we just time spending on scrolling the reels instead of talking with our family members or doing anything which is actually progressive. We just do kind of we just kind of watch the reels or start scrolling over our mobile phones. So what is the problem with the passwords? So definitely, as we had discussed, that we have to maintain lot of accounts, including the social media accounts, including the official accounts. We have lot of accounts. So the problem is how we can set different passwords for each account. It's very much difficult, definitely, but it doesn't mean that we use passwords like our birth dates, our pet names, or passwords like QWERTY, which is very much easy, or passwords like ABCD 12345. Some people are still using passwords like 12345 or ABCD, something like this. And we should not do this thing that is happening on whenever we use public computers or whenever we use the office computers also. There is a thing called remember me. So whenever we type one password on a new website, it comes with an option of remember me, so that the next time you go to that website, now you don't have to type your password and it will save that password and automatically type in that. So we should not do this and reuse the same password everywhere. So just think now, if you are using the same password everywhere, so if your one account got hacked by anyhow, so your all accounts will be gone. There is a chance that if one account will be hacked, then definitely you are using same passwords for different accounts, then your different accounts will also be easily hacked. So why we need to move beyond passwords? This is one of the question, because 3.4 billion passwords reuse attacks occur every day. People are not changing their passwords. People are using same passwords, and this technique is definitely known by hackers, and they are taking advantage of this thing very well. And average employee manages 25 to 30 passwords definitely. And here we have seen that employees spend mostly 10 plus hours per year resetting to forget their passwords. And due to weak passwords, people are prone to attacks such as phishing attacks, credential stuffing, keyloggers, and social engineering. So these are the types of attacks that we should know. And once we should know that these are the threats, these are the attacks happening nowadays, then definitely we can focus that how we can prevent ourselves from these kind of attacks. So there is a basically file. If you go to Google and just write this rawq.txt, you will find here the most common used passwords. So there is a file. You all can go to this particular rawq text and just open the first link, GitHub one. And once you open this, it will open one plain text file, and it has all the most used passwords that we are using. So hackers are using these kind of tactics. They are getting to know that what kind of basic passwords, common passwords we are using. Also there are a lot of tools available online through which they can gather this information that what kind of common passwords we all are using. So that's why there is a need to create an awareness that we should not use like most used passwords like ABCD 12345 or the common passwords. So here, this is the real life story. I hope everyone knows about the phishing attacks, how the phishing attack is happening nowadays, and there are different techniques of phishing attacks also. If let me just take you through the scenario. So you get one email, okay, that looks very legitimate, and it says that your Netflix account is suspended, okay, or any of the social media account that you are using is has got suspended. So what you have to do now, they are saying that you need to click on the link, and once you click on the link, you need to enter your passwords, okay, and there you can reset your password, and then you can easily use your social media account, whatever it is. So once you enter through that particular link, and there is one screen is there where you have to, where they are asking your password, you enter your password, and definitely once you given your password, your social media, email, bank account, all are compromised. So these are the techniques that we should be aware of, what hackers are actually doing nowadays, what tools they are using nowadays. Every day there is a new story, there is a digital arrest, there are a lot of attacks going on, there is new attack happening nowadays, cybercrime happening nowadays, that they will call you, and they will call you that they are calling from some electricity department, and if you have to pay just 1p or 10 rupee, and when you pay this amount, you don't have to pay your entire electricity bill, kind of things they are doing on. And once you agree on that, now what they will say you, they will ask you to they will call you on the WhatsApp, okay, and through WhatsApp they will share your screen, and once your screen is shared, they will bypass your OTP, their calls, everything. So your OTP will not now come to your own mobile phone, but they will be forwarded to the scammer mobile phone. So all OTPs will gone to the scammer mobile phone. All calls will be forwarded to the scammer mobile phone. So in the meanwhile, your screen is shared. You will not be aware that what is happening with you. And in the meanwhile, they will ask you that you have to show us your Aadhaar card or your any identity proof card, so that they have to recheck it. And in the meanwhile, they are just scamming with you, and the OTPs are coming in their devices. So one of the attack that we have discussed is phishing attack. So under phishing attack, what is happening? So there are a lot of type of phishing attack. One of the type is, as we have discussed, through email. So you get one email where they will be asking you that as a privileged customer, you are getting this software free of cost, and you have to just click on this link and just give your details, and once you do, you will be land into a fake website which will be similar to the original website, but you are not aware about it. And in that page, they will be asking you a lot of details, sometimes your CVV number, your credit card details, your debit card details, your UPI information. So this thing we should be aware of. Other type of phishing attacks are happening through mobile phones also, like through SMSs also. They will send you one SMS, and which will look like a genuine SMS, okay, and when you click on that particular link, now you will be land on a similar website where they will be asking you some phishing things. So these things we should be, we should know these are attacks, these are the kind of attacks happening nowadays, and what is going on under the cyber world, and how we should basically prevent ourselves from these kind of attacks, okay. So here you can see, as we had discussed, that they just create one fake website which will look just like the original website. So here you can see these are the examples of phishing websites. Here you can see it's written like www.gmai1.com. So instead of Gmail, they will be using the similar page of Gmail, but the URL will be different. And if you don't know that, you have to check the URL of the website, you have to check the spelling of the URL of the website. In that case, you will not be able to prevent yourself, because we don't have a habit of checking the URL spellings. We just see that this is just looking like the Gmail, and let's just log in into this Gmail and just check what emails I have received, okay. So this is also going on, and in technical term we call this spoofed URLs, okay. Here you can see this is www.icicibank.com. So instead of B, they have used 6, because this is looking similar. here we are, watching, here we are seeing here. That's why we can, make a difference. But if you see on the website, it will be very small, and we don't have a habit of checking the URL spelling. So definitely we can be a victim of these kind of attacks. And then Bank of India similar, and Yahoo. So these kind of spoofed URLs, they will share you, and they will share you a link. Once you open that link, this kind of spoof websites will open. They will ask you different information, and once you give it, you will be a victim of these kind of attacks. Now the question is how to identify fake phishing website. This is one of the most important thing that we should all know, that if we are talking about phishing attack, so how you have to prevent yourself. So for preventing, you have to check the URL spelling definitely. For example, www.google.com. So you have to carefully check the spelling of Google. Okay. After that, in the website URL, there is one small lock. In technical term, we call this as a padlock. So there should be a padlock. Okay, the website should have a HTTPS. Okay, after that you will check the spelling of the URL. After that you will check the padlock. Okay, and after clicking the padlock, you can check the digital certificate of that particular website. So thing is, if a website is actually original, so this should have a digital certificate. Okay, so you need to check the padlock. Just click there, and then one thing will come, that connection is secure. This option will come to you, and just click there, and then you will see certificate option is there. So just click on that, and once you click that certificate option, there will be page opening of that digital certificate. So if a website is genuine, if a website is not scam, it should have a digital certificate, and it should have all the relevant information. Okay, and if a website is not at all secure, then definitely it is not having that digital certificate. That means the website is not at all secure. There is one more tool that you can use. This is Virus Total. So this tool you all can use to scan all the viruses and all the scam URLs that we receive on our day-to-day life. So here you can scan also files also, if we download different files from the internet. So before opening that particular file now, you just go to this website, Virus Total. This is open source website. There are no charges, and this is totally safe. We are telling this, we are using this, and this is totally secure. And here you can see three options: files, URL, and search. So if you go to file, you can scan different files here, and this tool will tell you whether this particular file has virus malware present in that or not. Similarly for URL, if you receive any kind of URL in your email, in your social media account, or anywhere, you don't have to click that particular URL. You just copy that URL and just come to this website, and then just paste URL and then scan. Okay, so if that URL is scam, fishy, then it will tell you. Also in the search option, you can see different IP addresses, different URLs, different things. Okay, so all in all, this we should be aware about, that this kind of scam is happening with us, or anyways we are receiving day-to-day files, day-to-day different URLs in our day-to-day life. So we should all know that how to basically tackle with those things, and you can definitely come here and detect whether that particular URL is scammed or not. Moving ahead, there is also one more tool that I would like to tell you, that is MX Toolbox. So through MX Toolbox, what you all can do is you can just analyze the email header. Now what is the meaning of email header? Through email header, you can basically detect from where the email is coming. Okay, so if I got some email and I want to check the source of that particular email, where it has come from, so what I will do, I will just go to that particular email, open that email, and in the right hand side upper section, there will be three dots. So you have to click that, and there is one option of header, email header. Okay, Just copy that email header. There is some coding in that particular header, and just paste here. So through this you can basically analyze from where the email has come from, and through what sources they have come from. Okay. So these are all the important factors, so that we should be aware of that where we have to give our passwords and where we don't have to give our passwords. If you get to know that this website is actually scam website, fishy website, then definitely we will not give our passwords there. Okay, so these basic things we should be aware about. Okay, now what next attack can happen if you are using a weak password? Okay, or if you are not upgrading your softwares, your operating systems. So one of the cyber attack happen with you can be a keylogger. Okay, what keylogger is? Basically, if you are not using an antivirus in your system, or if you are not regularly updating your devices, like your operating system, your whatever softwares, applications you are using, in that case what can happen with you? If you visit any malicious website, now you don't know what is this, what is this malicious website and what is this original website. By chance it is looking original website, it is looking good website, but anyhow it is malicious website. In that case, keylogger will come to my machine. Okay, this is a virus kind of a software. It will come to my machine, and I will not be able to guess, I will not be able to know that in my machine the keylogger has come. Now what is the work of keylogger? The work of keylogger is basically whenever you open any website, for example, if you open the banking account, banking a website of yours, you go to online banking of HDFC or whatever bank of yours is, and you go to online login. Okay, so you just give your user ID and the password there. Okay, and you logged in successfully. Now what is the work of keylogger? It will just copy, it will just save the user ID and the password that you have given in that particular website. Okay, and the direct access of this keylogger of this particular file will be through the hacker. Okay, so hacker can see that particular file in which the username and the password is written of your banking website. He can definitely go to the website and log in with that username and the password. So this is the work of keylogger, and you will not be able to know that this particular file where it is saved in your device. You will not be able to know. It will be saved like in a very hidden location. We will not be able to guess until and unless you are using a antivirus. Definitely, if you are using antivirus, so it will alert that okay, keylogger has come to your machine, and you need to basically scan this device. Okay. And similarly, like it's written here, there are two kinds of keylogger, software, hardware. So hardware you can see like this. It is mostly present in the public computers or the cyber cafes. Nowadays, cyber cafes are not using by much people, but still, if you got some if you are using by anyhow cyber cafe or any public computer, so or if you are going to different organizations for training also, then the first thing is you need to check this particular device. This is injected behind the CPU. Okay, so in the CPU you can check the back of the CPU, and there is a black device there, and this you need to check. Okay, so this is the work of keylogger. And definitely if these kind of things will not come in our system, so our passwords will be secured. Okay, so we should basically know that these kind of scams are going on, then only we can secure our password. Moving forwards, so let's see what are the different types of passwords attacks are there. So first I would like to tell you about shoulder surfing attack. So this can happen with anyone, anywhere, if you are traveling to some place, if you are traveling through metro, through buses, if you are just walking in your garden, or if you are going through lifts, or if you are just working on your desktop at your office, someone stand at your back and can see your screen, that what you are doing. Okay, this is called as shoulder surfing. So we need to take care of whenever we are in public places, or whenever we are in our office, we are doing important things. We need to take care who is standing behind us, who is looking at our screen. We should make ourselves alert that you know uh, anyone should not watch my screen or whatever I am doing on my screen. Okay, this should be taken care of. Or whenever we are using lifts also, we should be taken care of, that we should avoid using mobile phones, because there is a CCTV camera that can capture our screen. Okay, and there is a dictionary attack. Next type of attack is dictionary attack. So basically dictionary attack is a kind of a, we can say, trail, where hacker will basically create a trail of words, uh, and then it will detect through that. So there are different tools that is there. If you have heard of Kali Linux, there is a tool which is called as dictionary attack tool. So if you go to that tool now, if you want to hack someone password, you don't have to, but I'm just explaining in terms of hacker way. So hackers are doing basically using these kind of tools. They just make a trail of the words that is most used passwords, like we had discussed the most common passwords. They just make a trail and they just upload that particular trail in that particular tool. Okay, so now what is the work of that dictionary tool? It will basically try to guess the password of that particular username. Okay, so this is the second attack that you can see here. Third is a brute force attack. So brute force attack basically is guessing your username and the password. Like you are sitting on, hacker will sit on their screen and they will try until and unless they will get the original password. Okay, so this is a brute force attack, guessing your username and your password. So nowadays, guessing or we can say knowing the username is very easy. You can anyone we can basically check what is the username of that particular person, or most of us are using usernames of our Gmail accounts or our email accounts, or on social media it's very easy to check their usernames. You can go to the profile and check the usernames. Okay, so this is very similar brute force attack, that basically hacker will guess the username and the passwords until and unless he will be succeeded. So that's why we are telling on a regular basis that you don't have to write your passwords anywhere. Don't write your passwords anywhere, not even on sticky notes. Some people are writing their passwords on sticky notes and they are just pasting it on their office desktop screen, so that they can easily log in. So this is not a good habit. And don't give your passwords over anyone. Government are already doing lot of initiative for telling everyone that you don't have to give your passwords, your OTPs or anything over phone call, over email, over SMS. And banks and any legal authorities are not asking anyone of your personal data, OTPs and sensitive information. And you don't have to send your passwords through email, through SMS or your social media account. No, you don't have to do. Okay, now we basically discussed that what are the types of attacks that can happen with you if you are using weak passwords. Okay, now coming to how to make our passwords strong. Okay, so there is a technique that is biometrics and MFA. MFA is basically multiple factor authorization. So basically, you can see if you're using only your passwords, so it's like telling everyone your home address and hoping they are trustworthy. Okay, so if you are using passwords with biometrics, so that means only you can get in because you have your unique fingerprint or face, right? And with MFA, multi-factor authorization, you need both your key and a code sent to your phone. So this is your MFA. Okay, so in biometrics, everyone knows you can use your fingerprints, your face scanner, right, your iris scanner, your voice detection, right? So through this you can basically do biometrics. And through MFA, multi-factor authorization basically means I'm going to give you very basic example. for example, I'm using Gmail account. Okay, so in Gmail, what I have to do, first I logged in with my username and the password. If I'm not using MFA, then what is the scenario? For logging in Gmail, I only have to give my email and the password, and that's it. I will logged in very easily on my Gmail. But to make it one more step more secure, what we have added? We have added multi-factor authorization step. So in this particular, firstly you have to log in with your email ID and the passwords, and then one OTP will come to your mobile device. Okay, you have to basically put this on, then one code will come to you on your mobile device, and then you have to provide that OTP only, then you can sign in. Okay, this is your multi-factor authorization step. Otherwise, if someone gets your email ID and the password of Gmail, and he tries to log in, and then one OTP will come to you on your mobile phone, and then you get to know that someone has tried to log in on your Gmail account, and in this way you can basically secure your account, and in this way you will get to know that someone has tried to logged in my Gmail account. So this is one of the advantage of MFA, and biometrics are definitely unique. Only you can use your biometrics to unlock your device or access that particular device. Okay, so likewise we had discussed that in biometrics you can use fingerprint scanning for unlocking your device, like your phone, your laptops. If your laptop has the biometrics feature, then definitely most of the laptops coming nowadays are having biometric feature. So you can use your iris scanner also, and definitely your fingerprint scanner also, or your face scanner also if that device has. And facial recognition, like in iPhone or Windows, you can use it. And in voice recognition, like some banks are using some voice recognition nowadays in order to log in. And iris scanner, as we had discussed, this is mostly used in high security buildings, like if you're working in data center, so there is a need of high security things. So in that way, there is some unique card of yours. You have to just punch that card, and then one iris scanner will be there, then it will scan. If your identity is there, then it will allow you, otherwise it will not allow. Okay, and then coming to MFA, so I just told that multi-factor authentication is basically something that your password, and something you have is your phone, your security key, or any kind of token. Like I told you that one OTP will come to you, and then you have to provide your OTP, then only you can log in. Or sometimes one notification will come to you that are you trying to log in, and once you just tap on yes, then only you can log in into the next device, whatever you are trying. And something you are is your fingerprint, face, or voice. Okay, so now we have to basically discuss that what are the advantages if we are using the biometrics as well as multi-factor authentication. So definitely in real life, you are definitely personally protecting your banking information, your banking data. Like when you log into your banking app, you might enter your password, plus there is a code will come to you through text or fingerprint. You can just add a one layer of more security in your banking apps. Okay, and then one in your email, so we had discussed you have to give your email ID and the password, plus one OTP will come to you, or the approval notification will come to you. You have to approve that, and then you can just log in very easily. And then most of the shopping applications like Amazon, Flipkart are also using nowadays fingerprint confirmation or the OTPs for these kind of cyber attacks. So first of all, you need to basically go to the settings in the social media accounts, in the banking accounts, whatever is there, and in the settings there is an option of two-factor authentication, and there you have to make it on. Okay, then only you can use this biometrics option as well as the MFA options. We will discuss in the later slides how you can basically activate, so you can do it. Also in work protection, in your company systems, in your logging into work computer with fingerprint, definitely there are different work badges are there. And if there are some important files, so definitely it will help in, protecting that particular sensitive document for sensitive information. And if you are doing working remotely, so connecting to company internal networks, which definitely needs a password security plus security key. So this will add a multiple layer into your devices, into your information. Okay, now we'll discuss how to set up biometric protection. Okay, so firstly we will discuss on the mobile phone. So on your mobile phone, you can just go to the settings, and you can just there is an option in the settings of face ID slash fingerprint. Whatever is there, you can just search accordingly, and then you have to just tap on that and then follow the setup instruction. Okay, so there are some instructions will be there. You have to read it carefully, and you have to set up the face ID and the fingerprint. Okay, and test it works by locking and unlocking your screen. So once your setup is done, you need to test it whether it is working or not. So just lock your device and then unlock your screen again. Okay, and enable for apps. It is mandatory that you should enable biometrics for these kind of services like banking services, email. And if you are using some password managers in which you are using storing the passwords, then definitely you can use the biometrics on these services. Okay, on your computer, how you can do it? So if we talk about the Windows operating system, so firstly you have to go to the settings and then go to the account option, and there is one option of sign in option. Okay, in the sign in option, there is one option of add fingerprint slash facial recognition. So in fingerprint, you just have to provide the fingerprint, and in facial recognition, they will add your facial features and everything, and accordingly they will lock and unlock the device. Also there is one iris scanner. If that is there, that is best, you can choose that. It will add more security. And if you are using Mac operating system, then you have to just go to the system preferences, and then there is one option of touch ID slash face ID. Accordingly you can just search it, and then there is option of add your biometric data. So there are different features there, facial recognition, fingerprinting. So accordingly you can just choose it and just set up. Now setup for logging and the password prompts will be there, and you have to just give your again your user ID and the password, and then it will be set up. Now let's talk about how to set up multiple factor authentication step by step. So basically like we had discussed, you can just set up in your email account. Most of us are using Gmail accounts, Outlooks. So you have to just firstly log in into that particular email onto your laptop or desktop. You will not be able to do it on your mobile phone. Okay, so first of all you have to just log in your email on your laptop or desktop. Okay, and then open your email, and then go to the security section as we have written here, and then in the security section there is one option of two-factor authentication. Okay, or also it will be written like 2FA as we have written here, and then you have to choose your whatever the options are will be there, like text messages to your phone, authenticator app, or phone calls. Like you can choose it like how you want to get the OTP every time you log in into your email. So if you choose the text SMSs, the one OTP will come to you. If you choose the call will come. Okay, and then you have to just set it. Now for banking apps, definitely you have to, whatever banking apps you are using, it doesn't matter. Just open the security app, and there is one option of logging in security. Just go to the security feature of that particular banking app and just search for logging in security, and then there is option of definitely two-factor authentication, and then you can choose accordingly. Okay, and definitely whatever social media you are using, it doesn't matter you are using Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, whatever, make sure whatever social media you are using, it should be secured with MFA, multiple factor authorization, so that only you can log in and nobody can else log in into your social media account. Okay. And what are the common mistakes to avoid? Definitely using the same backup phone for everything, it's not recommended. And use different recovery methods for different accounts, definitely. And ignoring MFA for unimportant accounts. So hackers often use small accounts as stepping stones to bigger ones. And not updating recovering information. Keep phone numbers and backup emails current. You need to do this. And backup is one of the most important thing that we all should take off. And I'm talking about backup, that doesn't mean you will take the backup on clouds on or your system. No, it's not a good habit to take a backup on your on your own system, or you just purchase a cloud storage, or you are just backing up the data there. No, it's a very bad habit. What you have to do, you just have to buy one hard disk. Okay, it should be like, it depends on your data, 1 TB and above you can buy very easily. And just whatever the data is there, you just take a backup in that particular hard disk. Okay, and whenever you are not using it, whenever the backup is done now, you just take out that particular hard disk and keep it in a safe place. This is the best possible thing you can take your backup. And don't share your passwords with anyone. I told you, don't write your passwords anyone. Some people are writing their passwords on their notes in their mobile phone. Just think now, if your mobile phone is stolen, your all passwords will be gone. So don't do these kind of things. Okay. Also, there is one technique apart from the MFA, apart from the biometrics, we all should know. This is a passphrase. So what is passphrase? Basically, you can take your favorite sentence, like here we have taken one example, like never judge a book by its cover. So here you can see we have created one, very simple, very complicated also, and very different password from this particular sentence. So we have taken small n from never, small j from judge, from like a, from a we have taken at symbol, and then 6 from B, and then exclamatory sign from I, and capital C from cover. So in this way our strong password is ready. Like it has the special characters, it has the numbers, it has the letters, right? Everything is there. So this is also one technique that you can use in order to secure your passwords, definitely. And definitely one more thing I would like to add, tell you. In this, using the passphrase, you can take your favorite sentence for different accounts. Like for Facebook, I have this phrase. For Instagram, for my official account, I have this phrase. So you can do these kind of things, and you just try it. And there is no need to remember any password. There is no need to write any passwords. You will automatically learn your passwords because you have created this password on your own. Nobody else has created. So this is a good technique. You all can use it. Okay. So because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not a strategy, it's a very we can say a thing through which we are giving our access, our identity access, digital access to the hackers, definitely. So this is the if some kind of cybercrime happens with you, what you have to do, you have to just go to this particular URL, and everyone should know the helpline number also. This is 1930. You have to basically like without giving any time, you have to just call on this number, and just you can just update here. So the only conclusion here which is truly secure is the one which is switched off and unplugged. So only way to be safe is to pay attention and act smart. Here the mantra of online safety is to pause and think before you connect, so that you can secure yourself and secure the nation. So thank you everyone. Stay safe, stay secure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this wonderful presentation of yours. Indeed, you shared some tips that are very catchy. I really like that passphrase. I'm going to use it for sure. It's a very creative method to secure, to basically save a password that is secure. And you can also remember it because it directly relates to some catchy phrase of your choice. Also, we are left with very little time, so I'll ask one simple question. You're talking about time and again, securing yourself and securing your devices, but at the same time, when we take things for granted, we generally do it out of convenience. So I want to ask you that how can biometrics and multi-factor authentication be implemented in a way that balances security with user convenience and experience?
Okay. So, ma'am, when we got to know the importance now of this biometrics and MFA, so definitely everyone will be like eager to, do this as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, ma'am, whatever the social media accounts or whatever the, things we are using on online, so we need to check whether it has a feature of MFA or biometric. If it has, then you have to go to the settings and just try to make it on as soon as possible.
Right, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, thank you so much. Because we do not have enough time left, I have to wind up the session over here. But it was a wonderful session and we learned a lot. I'm sure the viewers, students, teacher educators, all the participants will learn a lot from this. And we thank you and appreciate your efforts and presence for the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Right. So, my dear viewers, this was our very important session on day 2 where we talked about beyond passwords, of course. We talked about multi-factor authentication. And to be specific, I must say that the topic for today's session was, strengthening device security with biometrics and multi-factor authentication. We have now learn that how important it is to give information at the right places and to stay secure. Well, it's a day 2 session that we have wrapped up, but there are a few more updates that I would like to share with you. Let's start with textbooks first. Well, they are available on Amazon, Flipkart and NCERT website. You can purchase textbooks for grade 4 and 7 from there. And simultaneously take a quick look at the schedule, what's all coming ahead. Well, these are the sessions that we have been watching since morning and you can watch them again. And in a short while from now, you can watch our session Sahyog. The topic is right there in front of you. It's about combating helplessness among learners. And we will see how. With this, it's a wrap. This is me, Harpreet Kaur, taking leave of you. Namaskar.